Good morning, people. I just landed in your town.
Hashtag Just Saying Podcast. Take 4.
Welcome to the podcast that drops lower than the ball on New Year's Eve. Hashtag Just Saying. That wasn't exactly what I wanted to say, but it's what I could get out. So that's it.
It worked out good.
So that's it. We did like 8. We had like 4 intro things. It's okay. Oh, thank you so much for joining us again. I am Tara.
I'm still Sean.
He's still Sean. Fantastic.
Yay!
Fantastic. This is the pre-New Year's Eve show.
Yay! Party!
So if you're not drunk,
Get ready.
Have a laugh. Have a laugh.
If you're not drunk yet, go get your favorite alcohol.
Uh,
Crack one open. Let's go.
So last week was Christmas. Dun dun dun.
Ho ho ho.
Ho times 3. I held up 4 fingers. I don't know what is going on with me today.
3 hoes.
And I had a short day. It's been weird at work. They've been letting me get out at 3. I'm just a mess now. I promise you. Did you have a lovely Christmas break?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'm about to have a lovely vacation break.
Ooh.
The moment I left work today at 10 o'clock, I'm on vacation.
Sean is on vacation. Tara's envious. That's the headline for the day. Sean's on vacation. Tara's envious. Film at 11. So, did you get any good gifts?
Yes.
Yes. What did you... Yes. That's it? You want to elaborate or just leave it for imagination?
One of the things I wanted that Tab got me was an 8-disc set of Garth Brooks CDs.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming at all.
Nope.
That's fine. That's fine.
That was pretty cool.
Okay. What did you get her? Now that you can talk about it.
There's a Blu-ray that she wanted called Salem's Lot, one of her favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted this extendable brush for her car for when the damn snow comes.
Oh, yes.
Got her that.
Damn snow. Damn snow.
Our closet next to our bedroom is very cold. And so she wouldn't be cold in the mornings. I got her this bathrobe.
Oh, okay.
It's black. It's very soft, and she doesn't just wear it for the morning. She wears it to keep warm at night now.
Ah, well.
She wraps herself in it before she sits down and puts a blanket on. And she's nice and toasty.
Well, there you go.
You got a few other things.
Okay. Aces.
And she also got me a new calendar. Bob Ross.
Nice. Bob Ross is always good.
I'm Rossing every month now.
Rossing every month. I love it.
I'm glad she found it. I actually looked on eBay before for those calendars, and
Yeah.
people want like a stupid amount of money just for a calendar.
Boo.
Yep.
Gross.
And you?
Well, since you're on the topic of Bob Ross, I got a Bob Ross Funko Pop.
Yeah, you did.
I collect Funko Pops. I've been wanting the Bob Ross one for a while. I haven't got it because I was fearful my husband was going to get it for me, and he did. He also got me the Bob Ross mug that if you pour cold water in it, you get one picture, and if you pour hot water in it, you get a different picture.
Nice. Where do you find that?
I have probably Newberry. He's a big Newberry guy.
Well, that's where you found the Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Because when he came home with that, I was outside putting some oil in my car.
Yeah.
Just to make sure there's enough in there. And he walked over and showed me the pop. I'm like, oh, she's going to love that. I'm like, did you also know there's 3 other ones? No, I didn't. Well, you do now.
They did a bunch. They did a few. I actually don't even know how many there are, but But I got one. Now if I see others, I can grab them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. He got me, and you might appreciate this. What year did Clue come out, Sean?
1985.
1985. My husband got me the board game of Clue that was issued in 1986.
No shit.
Yes.
Where do you find that?
The retro at Target.
Oh.
Yeah. He goes, I tried to find one that was manufactured in 85 because that's when Clue came out. He's like, but I couldn't find it. He said, this is the one that came out the year after the movie. So I said, oh.
Just as good.
I'm happy with that. That's fine. Then he got
now
me.
You guys can have game night.
I know. And what's funny is
you'll probably kick his ass.
I probably would. He got me a game, and my niece got me some kind of dirty game, which I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because we did we pulled names.
Like a swap?
Yeah, and you got a gift for whoever you pulled a name for. Because my family's getting too big, and I'm like, I can't. This is too much.
It sucks when you gotta buy for a lot of people.
It does, and I end up that's why I have to start Christmas shopping in October. But
Yeah. So that way you got a few months of having money.
Yeah, but
shop.
that cut down a lot of my shopping. So, she apparently had gotten my name, so she got me a little candle and a board game. It's like a dirty game. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, but I'm good. So I thought it was funny because I was like, I got 2 games. The only people that I can play games with is my niece, and I won't play the dirty game with her, and my sister who lives in South Carolina. Those are the only people who are board game enthusiasts. My husband's not so much.
Well, you better get him into it.
Perhaps. I got him a book called Futurama and Philosophy because he likes Futurama.
Nice.
Which he loved. I got him 2 3DS games. I got him a gift card for that electronics store he likes.
Do-it-yourself electronics.
Yeah. Oh, and then he got me the Mario video game.
Nice.
The Super Mario for the Nintendo Switch. So that was cool.
Yay.
Yes. Now, I'd like to tell you a semi-amusing story. I was going... I know. That looks great. Watch it on the video. Now, I was going back in my head about whether or not I was going to tell this story because
Oh, go ahead, tell.
Well, no, because I didn't know how I was going to come off. I didn't know if I was going to come off in a good light. I don't know if but...
Oh, we can fix that.
I don't know if I'd be coming off in a good light.
Nah.
People complain about the green.
Nah.
So don't put me in green light. Sean's adjusting the lights in the studio. By the way, if you'd like to see the studio lights adjusted, you can watch the YouTube video that we post up.
On YouTube.
Definitely on YouTube. Thank you so much if you've watched the last video, because we killed in the last video, and
yes,
I don't know why. I don't know why it went over so well, but I'm happy.
Maybe because it's Christmas.
Maybe
because all we had on was Christmas hats.
I put that in the description. I don't know what I'm going to put in this description. I'm going to tell them we're naked in some way, because apparently that's how you get people to YouTube.
Well,
So
this time we have on homemade New Year's hats.
We do. Sean made some.
myself.
I don't know if you can see. Mine's the same as his, so if you can see his, you can see mine.
Happy New Year,
New Year.
2018.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of people who are like making that 7 into an 8 this year. It's like, no, it's an 8.
There you go.
I know it's going to be me. Okay, so I was hesitant to tell this story. Now, I told this story to a friend of mine last night. She thought it was amusing. I said, do I come off like an ass? And she said, no. So, I guess it's okay to tell. I will preface this story by telling you, firstly, see, and this is where I'm going to run into trouble, because people are like, well, if you're saying it, meh. But, no, seriously. But I have no problem with anybody, all right? I don't, specifically, that pertains to this story, well, we'll get there. No, because I don't want people, alright, here's the thing. I don't want you to think I'm homophobic by telling this story. I'm not. I don't care what you do. You're fine. We're good.
What do you do?
We're good. Yeah, we're good too. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way. I know. So, for Christmas Eve, I had to go with my husband. We went last year, we went again this year, to see his uncle sing in the church choir. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so far.
Huh? Yes, stay with me. No, I mean, it doesn't get convoluted. It's kind of funny. I guess. Depends on you. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I don't want to build it up too much, because it's really not much. But anyway. So, we went to church. Now, we walk in the church, and Jay is the type of person that if everybody's doing one thing, he doesn't want to do the thing that everybody else is doing. Mm. Okay? So, they were handing out programs, which he didn't want to take, because everybody else was taking one. And I said, just take it, because I need to know TikTok. I need to know. It was, alright, this thing was supposed to start at 10:30 at night, and then it ended at 12:30.
Jeez.
Yes! And I'm like, Jesus! I will call out to Jesus if it will end this thing.
Hello, Jesus. Help me.
So, they had these little candles, alright? These little candles about, about 4 inches, I guess. And at the bottom, they had a little piece of paper so that drippings didn't come down and burn you. So Jay didn't want to take one because everybody else was taking one. Now, the woman kind of looked at me and I was like, well, he doesn't want to take one. So we kind of just walked into the church, right? Now, the pastor, and I guess this is where me not being homophobic would come in, but the pastor comes in and the pastor is gay. His name, well, we'll call him Tim. I like Tim. I actually think he's cool. I've spoken with him on many occasions, on the occasions that I've had to go to that church with Jay. So he's like floating around, which is fine. He saw us, so he comes over and he's like, good to see you again. We shake hands and I say, hey, hi, Tim. You would hate him because of his beard. But it's very well kept, but it's long. It's like yay long. It's very long.
Yeah, kind of like one of the guys that's a barber at the shop that
Yes.
I went to today.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
He's been letting it grow out since October.
I'm sorry. So Tim is floating around and the choir is singing and we take our seats. Now, they sing a bunch of songs and then the pastor is going to come up and he does his pastor thing. And there's songs in between his pastor stuff.
Yay.
And then there's songs at the end and then it's over. Alright?
Usually how it goes.
Yep. So I was like, okay. And you know how rude I am. I'm like in my head, I'm like, okay, when they sing this, it's almost over.
Little mental notes.
Yes. I'm really not like a church person. I don't mind church. I was tired. I really just wanted to, I should have taken a nap.
Past your bedtime.
It was past my bed. I should have taken a nap, is what I should have done. And I didn't.
Now you know for next year.
I know. So, the pastor begins pasteurizing. And the beginning of his thing, he says, if anyone needs a candle, please let me know.
Oh!
So, I was going to, like, I have, I have social anxiety. There's no way I could raise my hand in a church full of people and be like, I need a candle! So, and Jay wasn't about to because that meant he was going to be like everybody else. So, no candles for us, right?
No soup for you.
No candles for us. Now, he didn't do it last year, and I don't know what was going on with this, but, alright, so, I don't want to get too ahead of his story. So, he's pasteurizing. And so, I lean over to Jay, and I say, this was actually like 5 seconds before I started, I said, because he's married, right?
Married?
Yes, married. So I said, I wonder if his husband comes to the church. And Jay says, well, I don't know. And I said,
Could be there in the front row already.
well, here's the thing. I said, I could see, like, if you are, I don't know, a mechanic. Like, you don't need to marry somebody who's into cars. Or if you're a chef. I mean, you don't really need to marry somebody who likes the kind of food that you cook. But if you're, like, a pastor or somebody who's, like, involved with the church, I think that it behooves you to marry somebody who is at least
religious.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Who is at least as into the church as you are, because a pastor, as I see it, is not like a 9-to-5 job. I mean, I think that they have to deal with things on a more constant basis. That's just my point of view. I could be completely off. This is just because they have to do community things, and there's a lot to do. I mean, they have to write, huh?
Community things and commune.
Yes, and commune. So Jay says, well, I don't know. And I said, well, and then I said, well, even if he didn't attend the church, I was like, this would be the night he would attend. I was like, how could you miss your significant other's Christmas presentation? I know that's not what you got. Please don't send me nasty emails. I'm coming from a good place, okay? So Jay and I then began to play the game of looking around and trying to figure out which one was the pastor's husband. You think it's that guy? No, that guy's not cute. He wouldn't. He's not a bad-looking guy. I was like, why would he marry an ugly man? So we were playing that game, and that game lasted for like an hour, and we had it narrowed down.
Well, that got you through.
It did, and we narrowed it down to the guy in front of us. There was a guy in front of us, and Jay goes, I think that's him. And I said, you think? And he goes, I think so. I said, okay. And
you were having your own version of Clue.
Yes, kind of. And you'd had a letter, and you'd had a letter, and you'd had Jesus candle, and you had a candle, and you had a candle. So he did this. I don't know where this came from. It was like, I'm out of left field. It was like this Jesus story time thing. Mm-hmm. Where we invited people to come up. Now the guy ahead of me, that Jay and I thought maybe, immediately got up and walked to the front of the church. So I said, that's got to be him. I was like, he went when he was invited. He went right away. And he got down on the floor, right? So he was sitting on the floor, like, with some of the kids, right? So the pastor sat on a stool, and he goes, oh, you got right down on the floor. And then he's like, okay. So, like, you knew that they knew each other. So I'm like, I think that's him. So then Jay and I were like, okay. So he did the whole, I don't know, he did the Jesus Mary thing. So, oh boy, this is a great show.
Take 5. Okay.
No, I don't know the story. I don't know the particular story he was telling. Okay? So then he finishes his little story, and people got up. Now the guy ahead of me who was on the floor, he gets up pretty well. So the guy looks at him and goes, "Oh, you got off the floor really quick, Tom." And then he walks back and thing. And then I look at Jay and I'm like, "Tom, get off the floor real quick." Now I only said that because his name comes into play in about 10 seconds. So I know. Don't time me. So I'm going to fast forward because there's no reason you should have to sit through the exact same service that I sat through. So at the end of the service, and this is why they had the candles. Oh, and by the way, he did I totally respect this. You've seen a Charlie Brown Christmas at some point in your life, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the part where the line, it says, "Lights, please," and then he does the verse from, I know it's from the King James Bible. Mm-hmm. I don't know the passage. I think it's Luke. I don't know. They all have names. So, Luke. Yes. So he does the passage, and lo, the angel, blah, blah, blah. So, and then after he does it, he says, if it's good enough for Linus, it's good enough for tonight. And I went, yes! I give mad props to anybody who can name drop Charlie Brown in the middle of this service. And that's the second year he's done it. Nice. Because he did it last year. He's like, well, I'm going to give you guys a Charlie Brown flashback. And then he did the same verse. And I was like, oh, okay. Apparently, it's Protestant church. Which I am not. I was Catholic. I said was. I went to church a few times. I don't know. Or maybe not. It's none of your business. So...
You don't have to go anyway.
You don't have to go.
God and Jesus are everywhere. You can talk to them anywhere, anytime.
Or if you don't believe in it, talk to yourself. Which is what I do all the time anyway. I am always talking to myself.
Well, I call it thinking aloud.
No, I'm just full-blown crazy. I require answers from myself. So anyway, so the night ends, and what they do is, I don't know people's status, but the people who were handing out candles at the beginning of the thing are now at the front, and they have a candle, and they're going to light it from the big Jesus candle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best I can do. I'm sure it has a proper name. I'm going to call it the big Jesus candle.
So they're doing this thing?
Yes, they are lighting from the big Jesus candle. And then from there, they are going to walk up and down the aisles of the pews. Pew-pews. That's how I'm going to say it from now on. The pew-pews.
I never understood why they call them pews.
I don't know either.
Do they really stink?
Maybe so.
Is it stinky wood?
So they're walking up and down the aisles of the pew-pews. And they're lighting everybody's candle. Now, please remember, Jay and I do not have a candle. Despite the fact that at the beginning of the show, event, service, whatever, he had said, if you don't have a candle, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
We did not. Okay? So the lady gets to us. I have no candle. Jay has no candle. She reaches her candle out to light a candle that we do not have.
Don't burn me.
And I went, meh. I shrug my shoulders and just go, I got nothing. And Jay goes, and Jay kind of goes, we don't have one. We don't have one. So she looks at me like, I can't even tell you. Like I was a horrible, horrible person. She just went, and kept walking. Now the purpose of the candle is at the end of the night, they dim the lights of the church and they sing Silent Night. Okay? It's actually quite nice. That's the best part of the evening. They dim the church, there's only candle.
Then you really know it's almost over.
Oh God, yes. So they dim the lights of the church, everybody sings Silent Night, it's nice. We don't have a candle, so to make up for it, I am actually singing Silent Night. It's one of the only songs that they sing that I know the words to. So I'm singing, Tom turns around, sees we do not have a candle, and kept trying to give us his candle. He's like, oh, you guys want my candle? I'm like, no. And he goes, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm all set, Tom. Leave me alone. And he turns back around. He's like, oh, okay. And he turns back around. I literally said that to him. I'm all set, Tom. It's okay.
No.
Yes. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Candle.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Afterward.
Somebody's past the bedtime.
I know. Somebody's a cranky bitch. Get this woman a nap in a bottle. So the thing ends, and his uncle comes over to us, and Jay goes, I have your Christmas gift. Can I give it to you now? Because I won't see you tomorrow. And his uncle goes, oh, sure. So we ended up meeting him in the back of the church. So I didn't get to do the thing where the pastor waits at the door and everybody leaves and he's like, hey, thanks for high five, thanks for coming. I don't know what he does. So
it's a handshake.
Yeah, whatever. So we've gone out a side door, got his uncle's gifts, and then went back in. So we were talking, and then I'm kind of looking at my phone. I'm like, let's see, if we leave now, it's 45 minutes away.
I really gotta get me a watch.
I
really gotta get me a watch.
I have a watch. I need a new watch band. Anyway, so to make that story less painful, too late. I got home at 2 a.m. Because we were there for 45 minutes after the service, talking to his uncle, and then it was a 45-minute drive. I got home at 2 a.m. I'm like, Merry Christmas. Shitter is full. I was exhausted.
See, by 2 a.m. we just got through exchanging gifts, me and Tab.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We had gifts for each other, and we had toy gifts for the animals.
Oh. Jay was upset. He's like, we didn't get Daisy a gift. I was like, every day is a gift for Daisy. She gets everything she wants. She's spoiled as hell.
We have a stocking for each of the cats.
Yeah.
Even the one I take care of outside.
Even random kitty gets a stocking?
Yep. A couple of toys in each one.
Nice.
Some snacks in each one.
Very nice. So.
They're our babies.
Okay. So if you're still with us, and I didn't scare you away, Christmas was all right. It was just a little hectic. My nephew got a little drunk. My nephew got drunk and took his shirt off.
Good for him. Party!
I was talking, and then, because he was in my line of vision, and he had a shirt on, and then I turned and was talking this way, and by the time I came back around, he was shirtless. And I was like, yo, where's your shirt?
Right here.
He threw it. I don't even know where it was. He's like, oh, I can't even with a shirt. And I'm like, really? It's not like it was like really hot. He was just drinking. They made some kind of cranberry vodka alcohol thing. My God. I was like, well, I guess. Strong enough so you take your shirt off.
That's how it starts.
That's probably why he has 2 kids and 1 on the way.
Takes the shirt off and he's out, bunny. Let's rock.
Oh. And then I had to go back to work.
Boo!
I don't know why. You know, I think next year I'm going to correct the mistake. I really should ask for the day after Christmas off. I don't know why I don't.
Make it a vacation.
I kind of, yeah. I mean, Christmas is going to be on a Tuesday. Yep. Christmas Eve will be on a Monday. So I should ask for Friday, Monday, and Wednesday. Nice. Look at that little to-do. Look at that little thing. Is that my phone? What is that?
No, that's my doctor's office.
Your doctor's office is calling you.
It's 6:30. Leave me alone.
Oh my God. You gonna take it?
Hell no. You can leave a message.
Wow.
I have a follow-up appointment this Wednesday. I'm going to call and change it anyway.
Okay. Oh, because you're on vacation? You just don't want to...
Well, that, and I was supposed to renew my prescription and upgrade the milligrams of my prescription. Mm-hmm. I still haven't done that yet.
Oh, gosh golly.
So I kind of need another week so I can go over to Walmart and refill it with the 240 milligrams. Because I'm doing 180 right now.
Okay.
And start taking those so that next time I go there, everybody will be happy and I won't have to do another follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Because this will be my second follow-up within a few weeks.
Okay. Well, I'm flabbergasted I asked. Has the little icon come up that they've left a voicemail?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I only have my phone here because I'm waiting to see if the bid, the offer I put down for the DVD set, if they accept it or not. Sean's
eBaying over here. Isn't it nice now the holidays are over? I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, I can go back to spending money on me. That's fantastic. Yes. Now all my money's mine again. After bills. Hooray!
Yeah, I tried, before we started the show, I put a bid down on a DVD set. And at the same freaking time that I was putting mine down, some asshole was putting his down with 50 cents more than my bid. And that prick won it.
My hands are cold.
Oh, shit. Your hands are like ice.
That was epic. Oh, shit.
It was either that or my
That might be my favorite part of the show today.
Like for me when you went, I graduated.
Oh my God. Speaking of favorites, we were, we weren't really discussing it, but since this is the end of the year and we've done a year full of shows.
Again.
And
we're going for another year.
Yes. I have like a whole game plan set up for 2018. I was working on that instead of what I should have been doing today. Shouldn't admit that. They'll find it someday, you know. Yeah. They'll find it someday.
Someday.
And they'll be like, what the fuck? Sorry. Yeah. So anyway, we got a whole game plan coming. So I was trying to think, like, what episode would be like a standout for me. I can't remember.
I can't remember any of it.
Here's the thing. We literally forget the episode as we're editing. Sean and I will look at each other and go, what did we talk about? And all that other stuff. It's like, because we have to put the description up. We never know.
It doesn't take us long to forget what we just talked about.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. It's sad.
Especially when we just try to wing it. Just say what's on our minds or talk about what we want to talk about.
Well, sometimes the rant episodes are good.
Oh, we're good at those.
I like the
Some of those are my favorite. Like that we did on our Rudolph.
Yeah, that was a good one. I liked you did a McDonald's rant one time that just had me like, oh my god.
About the extra cheese.
Yeah, slap them with cheese or something. There's an episode that I know I like, but I don't remember what we talked about. And it was Sugar Plums Coming Home, and I think I just like it for the title. If I can get my pants up, if I can just get my pants up, that episode where I had to talk about the bathroom.
Or being at the stall at work.
Yeah, me being in the bathroom at work, I forgot to lock the door. Luckily no one came in. It was funny, a couple weeks ago, I went in just to, like, wash my hands, and I didn't, like, really, I just let the door close behind me, I didn't pull it shut and lock it. Mm-hmm. So I went in there and I was washing my hands, and somebody walked in, and they were like, oh my god! And I was like, I'm not naked, I was just washing my hands. I don't wash my hands with my pants down.
I was almost involved this past week in a similar situation at my work. First floor level, which is where, you know, all the public gets to walk in, and those are the bathrooms that the public gets to use.
Yeah.
One of the cops was in there peeing.
Ooh.
And I was about to open the door because he didn't lock it. And then, oh, wait, I'll be right out.
I'm doing a 10-100.
I can hear him doing it.
You made me do a 10-200.
Yes. So I almost opened the door and saw everything.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking, dude, lock the door.
You're not at home. Lock the door.
If you're going in there to wash your hands, and that's one thing, but I can hear you tingling.
I can hear you tingling?
Tinkling.
I thought you said tingling. I'm like,
No.
whoa.
Tinkle.
I can hear you tinkling.
Piss.
Okay. That's fantastic.
I would be like, hey, caught you with your gun belt down. Didn't want to see that.
Yikes. Okay, we're going to let you guys know something.
What should we let them know?
I'm going to let them know what's going on at the end. You remember the end? Yeah.
Maybe we should have said this about 38 minutes ago.
Well, no. I also used to like some of the movie things that we do, but I liked it less when we were reading more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, when we would just talk about a movie, that would be good, but, like, we got to a point where it was like, we were just sitting there like, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like,
Second, between the time that you and I started this, and now, I'd say maybe around the, if you want to break it up into like seasons or whatever, or sections,
yeah,
I'd say maybe around the second and third sections where we were printing out movies that you must see.
Yeah, movies you gotta see.
We were printing like everything about that movie and reading off.
Yeah, it got too much.
And it didn't dawn on us. These are our favorite movies. Why don't we just say it?
I know.
Why the hell are we reading this?
We should bring it back, but actually just have a conversation about it. Yay!
Look for that.
We should also,
Kicking it old school.
Yeah, Sean and I were talking about bringing back the Kick It in Old School segment. So, we should do that.
Yes.
Now I'm going to tell you something real quick. At the end of the episode, after the,
Have a good everything.
After the Have a Good Everything, and you'll hear our closing theme music, which will be about 45 seconds long, we're going to talk about Star Wars.
Last Jedi.
Because Sean finally saw The Last Jedi.
Christmas Day.
So we have a ton to say about it.
We want to talk.
We want to talk about it, but we don't want to spoil it. So we're going to put it at the end so that you don't have to, like, fast forward. So if you do not want spoilers, if you haven't seen it yet, stop listening at the theme music at the end. And we'll warn you again in case you forget, because life gets hectic. People forget. So there. You can't be angry. You can't be angry. That's the first spoiler alert you're going to get. There'll be another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, so, since New Year's Eve is upon us...
Party!
Are you gonna go out?
Oh, hell no. It's gonna be as cold as fuck.
Is it gonna be cold? I don't even know what the weather's gonna be like.
Yes.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't know how much. I haven't seen the weather.
It's not supposed to be much. It's only gonna snow for a couple hours.
I think it's supposed to be like 3 degrees on New Year's Eve.
Really? Is it?
Oh, around here.
I...
But the whole country of U.S. is feeling this coldness.
Yeah.
When Tab and I was watching TV yesterday, we saw that down in Florida, they're getting 60-degree weather. Down near down near Texas.
You can't get the sun all the time, assholes.
Down near Texas, they're getting like 47-degree weather.
Ooh.
That's weird for that part of the country.
Yeah. Oh, man. Remember a few years ago when Florida had that big frost and orange juice got fucked up?
Yep.
Oh. Don't fuck it with my orange juice. Just saying. Okay, well, I'm not. You're in good company. I'm actually not going out either.
Nope.
I have big sofa plans.
So do Tab and I. That's what we do now.
Yep, that's my night. Jay, and I don't like going out on New Year's Eve. It's like amateur drunk night. People are just...
I'm happier and I'm warmer and I'm safer in my house than I am outside.
Precisely. So, having said that, from these two people who have no plans on going out, let's hear from people who actually have gone out. So here's some New Year's Eve stories. When I was about 10, I went an entire year without candy because of a bet I had with my grandpa. As the fireworks were exploding all around on New Year's Eve, that marked the end of my candy exile. I stuffed my face with chocolate. It was glorious. That's ringing the new year in right, I think.
Yeah, with Hershey bars and Reese's peanut butter cups.
Getting those peanut butter cups up in you. How did they go? Well, I mean, I'm not like huge on chocolate, but that's a long time. February, I'll be a year without soda.
Nice. Oh. Gotta get a chip made up for you. My 1-year chip.
Where's my soda chip? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Okay, a few minutes before midnight, I synced up a wristwatch with the countdown on TV. My dad pointed me in the direction of the breaker, which was in our garage, and showed me the lever to pull, which would cut all power to the house. Oh dear.
Oh my.
Oh dear. Now, I don't know if you remember the hype, but the year 2000 was supposed to destroy all of our computers and technology, sending us back to the Stone Ages. I remember that. The Y2K hype.
And planes were supposed to fall from the sky.
God. Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Computers were going to crash.
Who came up with all that scenario?
It was going to be bedlam. Well, because there was a thing with the computers where it was like, I don't remember, but a lot of systems weren't like programmed to go to 2000 to like go to over 2000, 2001. So they were all worried that like, oh dear.
It's called updating.
I know.
Rebooting.
It's like they just hadn't built they hadn't got the patch together, Sean.
Did you try rebooting it?
You try shutting it off, turn it back on again. Hey world, did you try shutting it off and turning it back on again? No. Get on that then. No. So the moment grew closer as I watched the seconds tick on my wristwatch. It soon became apparent that I wouldn't need it as I could hear all my relatives inside counting down 10, 9, 8.
Dance.
You know the rest. 2, 1. I pulled the lever at perfect timing and everything went black. The first thing I heard was from my aunt, "Oh my God, it hit! Y2K hit!" Y2K has hit. I love it. I was only going to leave the power out for 10 seconds or so, but the lever was stuck, and I couldn't get it back up for 2 minutes.
Come here, Dad, help me with this. This is your idea.
During which the whole time I heard my family freaking out. Then eventually they looked outside and started to wonder why our neighbors still had power.
You gotta close the windows and the blinds first.
Thinking back, I wish I could have recorded it. We probably could have won $10,000. It hit! Y2K, it hit! I love it.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh, one of the few years I decided to stay sober for New Year's Eve festivities
Just to get drunk again.
was 1 decade ago when I got into
I think I say one dick.
1 dick ago, and not before. 1 decade ago when I got into a sword fight a few minutes before the ball dropped. You're sober getting into sword fights?
Do it drunk, it'd be more fun.
I don't quite remember what led up to it, and you were sober. But we decided that sparring was for pussies, and we were gonna... I'm sorry. And we were gonna duel to first blood. Everybody at the party circled around us for the show. I do remember my opponent was very drunk. I was sort of...
See, they knew how to do it.
I was sort of toying with him, practicing my parries and my my dodges. When my best friend's girlfriend screamed, I looked over at her and I saw blood sprayed across her face. Oh, my opponent went white. Oh my. My best friend howled with laughter, as a best friend should. I immediately began looking him over to see where I'd caught him. It only took me a few moments to discover that my hand was covered in blood. That fucker clipped my pinky. As I stood in the bathroom patching up my fresh katana wound using only Jack Daniels tap water and toilet paper, I heard the ball drop on 2004. Balls dropping, pinkies popping. That's awful. You can write on that. Scrap. Last New Year's Eve was pretty sweet. I had a great time at a house party with friends, but the highlight had to be partying with the lady who did the voice of Jimmy Neutron. I even got a recording of her best drunken party trick, wishing me a happy new year in her Jimmy Neutron voice. Debbie Derryberry, you're awesome.
Yes, she is. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah.
She was actually one of the girls on the old TV show Hey Vern, It's Ernest.
Okay. Sweet.
Hey, Debbie.
Oh, over 40 people crammed into my tiny Chicago apartment. The toilet clogs. Everybody pees, vomits off the balcony instead. In the morning, we wake up to see a motorcycle directly below the balcony, completely caked in frozen piss and vomit. That is disgusting.
Speaking of Ernest.
That's disgusting. That's a long story. I don't want to read that kind of long story.
Did it look that long when you were taking notes?
It did not. Oh, don't be drinking when I'm about to read this.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
Some guy stapled his dick on the bar for $50. $50? That's what your dick is worth to you?
Wow. Maybe put a 2 in front of that and then drive.
I don't even have one. I'm pretty sure that's cheap. At least get 3 digits. Get like $1,000.
Steve-O would probably do it for 50 cents.
I know that's a very sensitive area. I know there's probably guys out there going, stop!
He used to staple his balls.
Oh, the Steve-O?
Yeah.
What happened to those guys?
They're probably healing from all
Probably
years
healing.
of wounds. waiting to get together again to do Jackass 16 or whatever.
Jackass 16. Oh my god. That's gross. Oof. Some girl pooped on the floor, picked it up, and threw it on the ceiling. It's ceiling. We're pooping on the ceiling. The Lionel Richie remix. That's nice. I cut a girl off because she was wasted and started crying because she couldn't drink. It was awesome. Then her friends started acting like dicks about it, so I told them none of them could have anything else to drink. They all started yelling and what have you, and I just kept smiling and nodding until they got confused and left. I love cutting people off. I volunteer to do it. Clearly a bartender. I feel bad for bartenders on nights like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Tim Curry. Alright. Oh, I remember this story. This is one of the ones I actually read. I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna need a drink to do this one. Oh, yeah.
Not the cognac, just in case.
Just in case of what? Okay. Hang on. The one I had. Alright. Yes.
Here we go.
Oh, yes. As a teenager, we had a party at the home of one girl's dad who was apparently okay with it.
Oh, party!
People were smoking weed, doing coke, trading pills, etc.
Right.
And the dad was okay with this?
Stop at the weed and the party's pretty good. Everything else, no.
Eventually, someone got too fucked up and fell over, breaking their fall with a small end table that pretty much fell to pieces.
That usually happens.
It ain't a party till something gets broke.
It's usually an end table or a coffee table.
Yeah. At that point, the chick's dad came downstairs and started screaming for everyone to get out. The chick said she could convince her dad to let people stay because most of us were drunk and had planned on sleeping there. Me and my friend Mike, were like, what the fuck do we do? He came up with a plan. We'd sleep in the Jeep Wrangler in the driveway. We told everyone we were going to crash out in the car, and they thought we were crazy. To be fair, it was a very nice New Year's Eve in Ohio. No snow, low but manageable temperature. I like how he's giving me the fucking weather. It was low but manageable temperature. We cranked...
Clouds will be moving in.
Partly cloudy. Continue dark until night.
Warm
until
front
day.
will be moving up northeast.
What
now,
the fuck?
now your phone.
What is going on with phones tonight? Now I have to keep talking because I don't want people to hear my phone.
I wonder if it's going to be the same one.
I don't know.
My doctor's office. I don't think that was weird to be my doctor's office.
Low but manageable temperature. We cranked up the heat for a bit and then laid the seats back and went to sleep, oblivious to the world around the vehicle. As it turned out, the girl's dad eventually relented and let everyone back in, and the party continued.
And then he did some cocaine.
I know it.
And then he broke a table.
But occasionally, her dad would throw microfits and kick people out.
Microfilm?
Microfilm? I should have said it like microfits. He threw microfits.
What is a microfit?
A microfit. It is half fit. Half of fit. Not all of fit. It is half of fit. Microfit. Vodka. And you need vodka. After he found out what we did, his new go-to line when he kicked people out was, go sleep in the fucking Jeep. The next morning, the house was trashed. Of course. The dad was beyond pissed. Me and Mike went in after a nice peaceful sleep.
I thought you were going to say peeps. A peepful sleep.
We had peeps. It was Easter. A nice peaceful sleep, and we were like, what the fuck, when we saw the destruction. The girl's dad, being a professional prick.
How do you become a professional prick?
Well, you gotta go to school. There's a quick course you gotta learn. Professional pricking.
Professional pricking.
Professional pricking, my friend. Professional pricking. He was a professional prick, so he wore a tie when he did it. He made me and Mike breakfast while ignoring pretty much everyone else. My scrambled eggs are better, but he made awesome French toast.
Oui, oui.
His logic was, we were not the people who wrecked everything. We left the house when asked and didn't put him in danger by driving home. Good logic.
Yeah.
Even funnier, when the girl, his daughter, woke up hungover as a motherfucker, she walked into the kitchen and said, "Oh God, I feel awful. I seriously want some orange juice." Her dad instantly shot back, "Ha! That means it'll be a boy." Morning sickness is a bitch. Oh gosh.
Just from being hungover and say you want OJ?
Yeah. Yeah. Going to my significant other's friend's house. Her circle of friends are very corny. Very corny.
They're very horny?
Corny. Not even horny. Corny. When told there would be games and a potluck, I asked if I should bring drinks.
Oh, my pot.
Potluck. You're in luck if this pot.
Lucky pot.
Lucky pot. I asked if I should bring drinks. Her friend said yes. I asked what kind of beer I should bring. Her friend laughed and said, "Dr. Pepper will do, silly." Fucking bail on this party, bro. Bail on this party. It sounds like a lame-o.
Get out of my lot.
Get out my yard, lame-o. I knew where you were going. I finished it.
Thank you. I couldn't even finish it. I was still laughing.
Get out my yard, lame-o. Holy crap.
I got the response I wanted.
Anybody who says, like, "Get out of my yard," no, like, anybody says, like, "Dr. Pepper will do, silly." Like, fuck you. Calling people silly. Calling people silly like that. That's not right. To add on to that, I have to dress up as this is a, quote, formal occasion. I'm a senior in high school. Sorry, I stretched my... I just, like, killed my voice just now.
Fine.
I have to sneeze.
I was waiting to see if the whole chair just tipped down.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
For the video, yeah.
I'm a senior in high school. What the fuck? Why?
You're almost out.
I just want to start my new year off inebriated and incapable of functioning to the point of not being able to stand up. However, swearing that this year I will better myself. This is the good old American way our founding fathers meant it to be like. Well, instead you're eating potluck and drinking Dr. Pepper. I'm not a big Dr. Pepper fan. Do you like the Dr. Pepper?
Once in a while.
It tastes funny to me. I don't know why. Exactly. Going to a game night at our friend's house. They have tabletop games and sexy Jenga. What the hell is sexy Jenga? I need to know.
Sounds like you're playing Jenga with certain clothes on or no clothes on.
I don't know.
That's my guess. Oh.
That'd be strip Jenga. Sexy Jenga? Is the Jenga in the shape of something? Sexual? That's not sexual at all. Yeah. Here's the last one. Boom.
Hey, I like your Jenga dick.
You like your what?
Your Jenga dick.
Your Jenga dick. Oh my god.
Looks very woody and stiff.
Oh, somebody's got a Woody playing sexy Jenga. Oh. We went there. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I'm not.
New Year's Eve, naked scavenger hunt.
It's cold New Year's Eve.
Well, it depends what part of the world you live in.
Not true.
Nah.
So you may or may not get shrinkage.
Let's find out. I got lost. I peed on the front door of a major state university admin building.
You still haven't told us what your gender is.
I'm guessing it's a guy. Women don't normally pee outside. Unless
They're fucking trash.
Unless they absolutely have to. That's really not the go-to for us. For men, the world is your toilet. You're just like, we'll pee, whatever. There's a lot more maneuvering when you're a woman. Sometimes it's just not worth it.
Maneuvering, squatting.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not worth it. You're like, I'm gonna just wait and find someplace respectable. And there you go.
Hey, we just find somewhere somewhat private and we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a bush.
This guy didn't even need a bush or anything. He's just front door.
Front door service.
The cops came up behind me and asked what I was doing, but I'm really fast. A fast peer. Good for you. I dove through a hedge and waited for them to come around and dove back through and then walked up behind them like I was minding my own business because I'm dumb.
Was he naked or does he have clothes?
It's a naked scavenger hunt.
So you're dumb.
But if it's a scavenger hunt, you have to like go around. Like you're out in public naked and nobody's saying anything?
Especially cops?
Yeah.
It's indecent exposure.
Mm-hmm. Then they saw me and I ran through someone's yard, jumped over their back fence and found my group of friends and was able to escape. Okay.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
Do you see those cops?
They're after me.
They're not after me. So those are some New Year's Eve stories. I hope your New Year's Eve goes a little better than that.
Especially if you're in the cold areas.
No.
I wouldn't do it naked.
Let me tell you something. My big, as we said, I'm not, as you are, I am not going out.
Too cold.
Mm-hmm.
Brr.
Too cold. I just don't like going out New Year's Eve. It's one of those nights.
You feel that way when you get older.
Yeah. Yes, kids, when you get a little older. So my New Year's Eve plans are actually to, I'm going to see my parents in the early evening and then be home. I want to be home by 8 because...
No, I'm going to turn into the pumpkin.
No. Because Anderson Cooper is hosting the CNN New Year's Eve thing, right?
No.
I guess he used to do it with Kathy Griffin, but she went mental or got fired or whatever. So now he's doing it with his friend. Do it again.
You're fired.
Sorry. So, I know. So he's doing it with his friend Andy Cohen. Well, they're doing it. It's not that kind of show. So, I'm telling you that to tell you this. So, I'm excited because I think both of them are kind of funny. They blend really well together. They have a stage show together, which I was going to try to get tickets to, and I couldn't get any decent tickets, so I'm not going to bother to go. I don't know why I'm coughing so much now. I know. Because you know that thing where it's like, well, I can't get good. Like, if you can't, like... I mean, it's not like a band. I mean, it's the two of them, and they sit in chairs, and they talk.
Oh, like what we're doing.
No, they tell stories and stuff like we do. And...
Like us right now, without the mics and the headsets.
Only they get paid, but they donate the money to charity. And we are the charity. So
we're not getting paid.
If we get paid, we'd have to keep it. It's new year, new money. So new money as any money.
More money.
I'd settle for any money. Okay. So they're gonna do this show. Now they're gonna be in Times Square. So they're gonna be outside. So Andy goes, I have more money. So Andy goes, he has a table and he has 2 long coats. So he goes, I can't decide which coat I want to wear. And Anderson has a big stack of boxes. And Anderson goes, is that all you're going to do? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, ugh. And he goes, well, what are you going to do? Anderson went out and bought like Arctic gear. He bought these special gloves that have warmers, electric warmers on the inside.
Ooh.
He bought like long underwear that has electric warmers in it. He bought all kinds of stuff. And then he goes, they come with batteries. He's like, I have stacks of backup batteries. He's like, I'm not going to be cold out there.
Fair enough, but be careful with those batteries.
Why's that?
Sometimes they would explode or leak or stuff.
Oh, great. I'm going to be watching Anderson and he's going to combust. Anderson combusted on New Year's Eve. That would be the headline. That'd be the 60 Minutes topic the next day. Gosh golly. Okay, so... I know. So this has been the pre-New Year's Eve. We hope you have a great New Year.
Yes.
Hope you have a great New Year. Take it easy. Don't get crazy. It's just not worth it. You take it easy. Don't get crazy. It's not worth it. And if you do get crazy, send us a story. I'd love to hear about it. I like hearing stories.
We look for these stories so we can tell them.
Yep.
They're hilarious.
You can write us at the word #JustSaying@gmail.com. I will throw it up in the description. You can find us on Facebook, #JustSaying. You can find us on Instagram, #JustSaying. And you can also find us on Twitter, @JustSaying. See how easy it is?
Simple.
Simple, simple, simple. We're on the YouTube.
Well, YouTubing.
Under what, Sean?
YouTube.
No. We're on YouTube under what?
Us.
#JustSaying. We're on YouTube under us. We have the podcast videos up there. We got some location vids. We got more vids coming. I know I owe you guys some videos. I'm sorry. I'm getting to it.
When she has time.
I'm trying. It's in my...
Now that the holidays are over.
It's in my game plan, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I wrote it down and everything. Okay, so, I'm going to shut up. Sean's going to do the outro that we normally do, and then after the music, you can stay tuned if you want to hear all about Star Wars. Spoilers coming.
If you don't want to hear about it, then just...
Yes.
We'll see you next week.
If if Star Wars isn't your thing, then, thanks for listening this far. We appreciate it. And we appreciate every listen. Everyone. I'm going to shut up because I'm just rambling now. Yeah. So, Sean's got something to tell you. Happy New Year, motherfucker!
Happy New Year! Have a good everything! Party!
Okay, so now welcome to the podcast that went to the dark side because they have good cookies. If you listen through the music, now you're in the Star Wars section of the show where we're going to spoil fucking everything.
Which makes it the dark side.
Oh my god, we are on the dark. We're the Sith. Sith happens.
There's always a Sith.
Sith.
There's always two, a Sith and an apprentice.
Oh, okay. I don't care which one I am. I just like to be a part of things.
Well, I came aboard the show. That would make me the apprentice.
Oh, well, whatever.
You're the Sith.
Oh, God.
So,
I'm the Sith hole.
start Sithing.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so what were your initial impressions of The Last Jedi?
Wow. That was
Wow.
freaking amazing.
Okay.
Plus, Tab and I saw it in 3D.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Okay.
It wasn't, well, a lot of parts of it wasn't really that 3D-ish like I figured it would be.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of things that was coming at us, like the Death, like
Ooh.
I was gonna say Death Star, but
The
destroyer,
Yeah.
the ship.
Shit.
I think it was Snook's ship that was coming at us.
Mm-hmm.
That long motherfucking ship.
Right.
That actually looked like it was coming out. I was like, go ahead. I should have just saw directing it. Go.
Yeah.
And I was very happy when we saw Luke there towards the end when they were shooting at him. When he had darker hair, slimmer beard,
Yep.
and the beard was darker.
Okay. Here's the thing. with that.
I
Not to
was
interrupt.
happy with that for a while.
Not to interrupt, but I will. When he showed up in the cave, right before he went outside, and he was talking to Carrie Fisher, or he was talking to Leia, okay? I was looking at him going, how did he have time to cut his hair and dye his hair?
I was wondering that too.
I was like, he couldn't have done that while he was on the island that whole time. He had to look like a ragamuffin. Like, seriously, he looked like a little ragamuffin.
Well, he said he came there to die.
Well, he looked like the pot.
Sorry. Should be laying there.
Yeah, she's alright. So, I was like...
Dark side.
So I was like, my gosh, like, really? Can you get a little trim? It's like, you can't trim yourself with your lightsaber? Meow, meow, meow. So there was that, and then I'm like, oh, and speaking of that scene, that was, alright. So, obviously, Carrie Fisher's last movie. Okay? So that in and of itself made it like, oh my god. I thought, for a brief moment, and we could probably get back to it later, I thought in the brief that she was going to die in the beginning. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is what they're going to do for her? I was like, they can't do that. And then, of course, blah, blah, blah. But, so when he's talking to her in the cave, I fucking almost lost it when he hands her the dice and he starts talking about no one's ever really gone. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I almost lost it. Because I was like...
I still get a little misty in the eyes.
That was too much for me. I was like, no!
Oh, those are Hans.
They were Hans. They were his lucky dice, which we apparently haven't seen since the first one. Mm-hmm. New Hope. Hope. So, but yeah, that scene was the best. Mm-hmm. When, what's his name? Kylo Ren had all those guns going at him, and he just like...
Yeah!
Mic dropping.
Saber drop.
Saber drop. Pow. And then
he can use the Force and just pick it back up.
Yes, he could. Zoom. And I loved it when he did. I have that GIF on my phone of when he disappears, and he's like, "See you around, kid." I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" That was the best for me. I loved it. But yeah, it was kind of like, oh my god. Here's the thing. And what I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't tell you because you hadn't seen it yet. I thought the whole storyline with Finn and the girl really dragged the whole movie down for me. Mm-hmm. I was like, it almost felt like an unnecessary storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they were doing, what the fuck? I don't even remember what the fuck they were doing. Oh, they were trying to get the shields down.
Yeah.
Right? Alright. They're trying to get the shields down. You can't tell me that in all the technology that they have and all the force that they have, they need these two to sneak onto the thing and push a button and bring the shields down. Mm-hmm. Like, they can't do something else. They don't have, like, a remote. They can just... They have to grab somebody, sneak on the thing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought there was too much for her for a character that we never knew.
Yeah.
It was much more her than I expected to see.
Yeah. And I was like...
See that? I just use the Force to move. The clap
yeah. I mean, Finn is okay. I don't mind him, and I don't... well, this girl's... I think she's dead now. Is she... I don't know if she's dead. I don't remember. The girl he was with?
Oh.
I don't remember her name.
I don't know either, but I think she's still alive.
Okay.
I think they're doing the same scenario they did with Finn on the last.
Okay.
On the last one.
But I just found that whole storyline like, ugh. Every time, like, because you could get like an action scene, and then all of a sudden we'd cut back to the two of them, and it was just like, yeah, it brought everything to a halt.
Time.
It brought everything to a halt for me.
Yeah.
Like, those were the times I was looking at my watch. Going...
The watch we don't have?
Yeah. The watch I don't have, Sean.
Look at the time.
I gotta
go. Hogs, watch the car.
Oh,
do
diggity.
my homework.
Diggity damn, I gotta go. So, there's that.
And if Luke was a hologram,
yeah.
How did the lightsabers actually work and make contact?
He's magic.
I guess.
He's got the Force.
And that fucking sucks that he died from using all that power.
happened with Yoda, though?
Well, he just died in his sleep. He's old.
I thought it happened with Yoda. So, because somebody was comparing, it was like, well, the same thing happened to Yoda. And Ben basically sacrificed himself.
He did.
Yeah.
He sacrificed himself. Yoda just went to bed and told Luke, yeah, he's your father, and then dies.
Yep. He's your daddy. Have a nice day.
800 years old, you be. You look this good.
By the way, I loved, since we're on Yoda, I loved that he made an appearance in Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. And I was like, and it was Frank Oz.
Yep.
They got Frank fucking Oz, and he was an actual puppet. He wasn't that CGI shit. He was the puppet. I was like, yes! I like 8-year-old me was like, that was awesome. I loved it.
And that was funny with Luke couldn't bring himself to burn the tree.
Yes.
Yoda's like, oh, for Christ's sakes. Lightning.
You stop being a little bitch. Yeah, that was great. And he basically was like, you don't even need the books. You haven't even read them. What do you care?
But then they appear on the Falcon.
Yeah. Do they? I don't remember.
They do.
Well, maybe there's more than one copy.
Maybe.
Yes. So I love the Yoda thing. The other thing that hit me, and I don't know why I got like so emotional about it, was when he saw R2 on the Falcon, and R2 played the original hologram from Leia, and he's like, oh. And he makes some joke like, you know, you would do that, or something like that. Like, you've sunk so low. I was like, oh, man. But it was like, but R2, like, barely had any kind of, like, we saw him then, and then I don't remember seeing him again in the thing.
No, we saw very little of R2.
Oh, was that because, Kenny Baker passed away?
That could be a reason.
Yeah.
But also, it looks like they're trying to promote the other BB.
I like BB-8. He's cute.
No, the black one.
Oh, that's B.
The other BB unit.
Yeah, he's a B unit. He's a B, bitch. He's a basic bitch. Oh my god. I love BB-8, and like, it's funny when they were rolling. When Poe was running for his ship, and BB-8's running ahead of him, and he's like, "Hurry up!
Don't wait for me!
Don't wait for me! Hurry up, you bitch!" And he's almost to the thing, and then bam. Oh, this is the other thing I read the other day, and this is so fucking funny. AMC Theaters, okay, popular movie theater chain, had to put a sign up because people were complaining. Now, there's a scene when, what's her name, Hodo? Or Hodor? No, Hodor is, Hodor is, Lord of the Rings, is it not?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Anyway, it was, Princess Leia's friend with the purple hair.
That hoe.
That Hodor. Whore.
That hoe bitch.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Her. When everybody else, when she is basically like, I will take care of them, you guys get away, kind of thing.
I got this.
So, excuse me. So she basically goes right down the middle. That moment
50-50,
when
50-50, right down the middle.
50-50, right down the middle. All right. Well, she.
Ludicrous.
You know what's funny? Is we put 2 spoiler warnings, and then I don't know if I said it at the beginning of this thing, but and I'm still like hesitant to say stuff. But when she rams the bad guy's ship. Okay? When the sound cuts, people were complaining because they thought, like, it was a glitch.
In the audio?
Yeah.
Well, those people are stupid.
I read it and I started laughing, and then I said something to Jay. And, because I don't know, because he's like, what are you laughing at? So I read the article to him, and then he starts laughing. He goes, well, that's actually kind of accurate. And I said, well, what do you mean? I said...
There's no sound in space.
Well, yeah, I said I assumed it was a director choice, where it was like, you know when something bad happens and it seems like everything slows down? Or like when you're about to fall, it seems like it takes an hour for you to fall. Like everything's slow motion and you can't really hear anything. But that's what I thought the direction he was going for was like she was so focused, and like this is the thing, and like it's like all she probably heard was her own heartbeat, and it was like phew, and then everything's quiet, and then Jay goes, no, in space you wouldn't get that immediate sound. He's like, it's a vacuum, and I went, oh. Well, all right, then. He did it for scientific purposes. I was like, I thought he was just being, like, artistic.
They put in all the engine sounds, the explosions and all that. They put in those sounds to give it that dramatic effect. Yeah. I know this because these special documentary DVD that came with the original sets. Because I watched it all the time.
Excuse me.
But they say, in reality, you wouldn't hear anything. There's no sound out there in space.
Yeah.
Just like with the explosions and the fireballs. You need a lot more oxygen than what's really out there to get those infernal blazes.
Right.
So, take that, you bastards. Knowledge is power. Oh.
Now, originally, Mark Hamill was very critical of the film.
Yeah, I heard he's retracting that.
He has since retracted that. He was very critical because his thoughts were that Luke wouldn't not help. Yeah, he goes, Luke, basically he goes, this isn't my Luke Skywalker. My Luke Skywalker would help. Luke would help. He wouldn't just be like, I'm laying, I got a nap. I'm going to take this nap and go fuck yourself.
Bitch, leave me alone.
Right, he would help.
I can't really die.
And then in that moment where they had that sequence, that flashback sequence of how him and Kylo Ren became enemies.
That was a very creepy look on his face. When he was standing over him with the lightsaber.
Right? Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mark. That's scary.
No. Yeah, so he was like very like critical of it.
It's like watching Freddy Krueger's face before he's slashing somebody.
Now, I mean, like, I was kind of looking at it from a different point of view, where it was like, this is a guy who's seen a lot of shit and had to deal with a lot of shit, and he just didn't want to deal with the shit anymore. I was like, you know what? I am totally with angry, cantankerous Luke, who just wants to be aloof and just hang out on an island and die. I sympathize, and I am with you, Luke. I am with you.
Leave me alone with my penguin-like little birds.
Because, you know what? In the end, he did do what he had to do. Which, I mean, you knew he would ultimately. It's like, well, he's not going to leave him twisted in the wind like that.
So now what? Next one, we're going to see him as a ghostly figure like Obi-Wan?
I'm hoping. I'm really kind of, because, the next movie, and they made it kind of obvious in the end, but the next movie was supposed to be a very Carrie Fisher heavy movie. It was supposed to be Princess Leia's, like, journey, kind of. She was going to help. She was going to lead the Resistance. It was going to be her movie. And it's not going to be now.
Yep. Back to the drawing board.
So I don't know what they're going to do now. And I'm really hoping that, because this is supposed to be the last one for this kind of chapter, trilogy. I guess. Yeah. So I'm really hoping that they bring Mark back in a Obi-Wan kind of thing where he's like as a hologram.
Just glowing blue.
I'm blue! Don't be sad.
And make him look younger because he's Ghost.
I guess they could. They've, although Obi-Wan...
At least, if they're going to keep the beard on him as a Ghost, at least make him look the way his hologram did when he was using that at the end. The dark hair, the shorter beard.
Oh, right. I was like, what are you talking about? I gotcha. I feel you. So, my goodness. So, I don't know what they're going to do with the next one. But, I mean,
No, they have to do something because now they can't just leave it hanging there with Ren and Finn.
Right.
And Poe.
I thought... So, my final thoughts, if you care...
Well, if you listen this far...
I know. If you listen this far, you obviously care a little bit. My final thoughts are like... It was a good movie. I liked it. I thought Mark Hamill was awesome.
Yes.
He made the movie for me.
Yes, me too.
Every scene he had was amazing. he brought it through everything. I just like there are so many like moments that when oh my god when she was I don't know what kind of in the middle of her Jedi training, and she saw the whole thing, and she went toward the hole, and he kept telling her like get away from it, and she went right for it, and he's like what the and he's like you went right for it, I told you to say it, and she's like you went right for the dark side, and she's like oh.
I was interested.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thought it might be a super happy fun slide down there. And
you know what else was cool?
What?
When Luke was being a little bitch, and he was inside one of those rooms.
Being a little bitch.
And he thought that Ren was knocking on the door, and then the door explodes, and it's Chewie.
Oh yeah, that was epic, huh?
That was a nice entrance.
Yeah.
It's like Chewie.
Get the Wookiee to open the door. That was not Peter Mayhew. No. By the way. But they did list him.
He's a younger guy now. Doing Chewie.
They did list him as Chewbacca consultant in the credits.
This guy's actually about 1 or 2 inches shorter than Peter.
Oh, really?
Because they used him in the last one.
Okay.
I watch all the extras on these DVDs and Blu-rays. That's how I know this shit.
I
True fan.
I know. I liked it. For some reason, I like The Force Awakens better than this, but I did love Mark Hamill in this. I just okay. I just I don't know. If you know what, if Mark Hamill wasn't in it, I still would have liked it because of Carrie Fisher. All right, if they weren't in it, I'd be like, ugh,
it would be
this
very
really
different.
isn't that great. Yeah.
Because this is kind of like the Star Wars for the younger generation now.
Right.
And our generation loves to see Mark, Carrie,
right,
Harrison, the original people. Mm-hmm. No matter, even though Mark said before on how he doesn't really think there's no point. Mm-hmm. I don't know, seeing the old people in these films.
We want to.
We want to. We love it.
Right.
We still love you.
And this is actually what I was trying to, because after I saw it, Jay was like, so tell me all about your movie. Because his boss was going to go see it, and he wanted to have a little bit of... And he knew his boss was going to talk to him about it, so he goes, I want to kind of know what he's talking about. So I told him the whole thing. And then he goes, okay. And I said, a lot of people are pissed off about this movie. And he said, well, why? And I said, well, because of Luke. And he's like, I don't get it. And I said, okay.
Because he's stomping around the island like a little baby?
No, it wasn't just that. It was that he does ultimately not make it through the movie. But
all that.
But you know what? I said you have to understand. I said these characters, Princess Leia, Han Solo, and they did mention Han Solo a few times, and they actually wrote in whatever language that they use. On one of the bombs, Han says hi.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they wrote it. I didn't know either until I saw an Easter egg article about it, and they were like, we wrote on the bomb, Han says hi in this language. And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, boom. So I was like, you have to understand. I was like, and these characters, and you grow attached to them.
Yes.
And it's like, you go, oh, yeah. I was like, so for Luke, first of all, to be a dick, it's kind of like, I didn't really mind it because I was like, I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. He's done.
He feels bad enough.
I know. He's seen too much. But I was like, I said, but to like kill him off, I said people are upset. I was like, but ultimately, I think the character's redeemed. If he needed redemption, he's definitely redeemed because he did sacrifice himself. I said, which is something Luke would have done.
Mm-hmm. True that.
Pow. I don't know why I did that. Mind blown. Tim Curry. Okay, so hopefully, I don't know if you guys agree with us. You can write us if you disagree, or if you agree.
Tell us what you thought of the movie.
Tell us what you thought of the movie. I'm thinking about opening up the YouTube comments. So I don't know if they'll be open for this video yet, but if they are, you can comment. If not, you can write us. We're on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We're on the Twitter, but you can only do so many characters on Twitter. If you want to rant, you're going to have to write us an email. #justsaying@gmail.com. So, may the force be with you and also with you. I'm going to go hop in the Millennium Falcon and get the fuck out of here. I'm going to kick the pork to the curb.
It's cold out. You got to go start it first and let it warm up.
Oh, God, yes. I wonder how long it would take for the Millennium Falcon to warm up. Phew.
Maybe an hour.
An hour? Well, it's a big ship.
Yes.
It is a big ship. All right, I'm going to ship myself over here. Woo! Shut up, Sean's going to tell you something. Tell him something, Sean.
Have a good everything. May the force be with you.
And also with you.
Yay! We're sharing the force.